Hello again, my name is Rodney Reynolds and welcome to another video review. Today I'm looking at two Swiftech heatsinks, the 6400-V and the 64V. What's included in the MCX6400-V is an installation manual as well as some thermal compounds, standoffs, bolts, springs, washers, etc. Everything needed for installation and the heatsink. Now what's included in the MCX64V is an installation manual. Again, all necessary things needed for installation. Now with this one you get the heatsink as well as an 80mm Delta fan with the grill. The MCX6400-V has a lot of these aluminum pins which come out of this massive, thick, half-inch solid copper base, and it's very smooth, and that will allow great contact between it and the CPU. Now all of these aluminum pins are ribbed, and that allows for excellent heat dissipation. The MCX64V, as I mentioned earlier, comes with an 80mm Delta fan. I'll go over the fan specs in just a second. However, this one here looks a lot like the MCX6400-V, and it is in a way, but again, this one comes with the fan. It also has these aluminum pins which come off of the base. Now the base on this one, as you can see, is certainly not as thick. It's only 3/8 of an inch. The other one is half an inch, but still a nice thick solid copper base, which again is very smooth, and that will allow great contact between it and the CPU. And the fan that is included on the MCX6400-V is an 80mm Delta dual ball bearing fan. It spins at 2,700 RPMs, pushes 31 CFMs, and is around 28 decibels. Now let's have a listen to how loud this fan is. For installation of the MCX6400-V heatsink, you'll need to have a backplate. This is sold separately, and it goes up through the motherboard. Next, put two nylon spacers down over, as well as carefully placing the heatsink on top. Next, slip a washer, spring, and tension limiter over the bolt. Then screw two of those bolts down into that backplate. That will secure the heatsink onto the motherboard. Next, just place a fan on top, and they have included 4 plastic snap rivets. That just makes it easier to install the fan. You will need to have a plastic retention frame and backplate. That's sold separately. Some motherboards will have that included. That gets attached to the motherboard. Then place the heatsink on top, and next you'll need to insert the washer, spring, and tension limiter into the bolt, and then slip the bolt down through that piece of steel that's on either side of the heatsink, and then attach everything to the plastic retention frame that's on the motherboard. Both of these perform very well. They're really intended for the OEM market because the retail version of the Athlon 64 does come with an excellent cooler already, or if you're overclocking. Overall, both of these are kick-ass. Again, my name is Rodney Reynolds, and this has been another video review. Be sure to check back very soon. I will have a brand new one for you then. Also pop into my website at www.3dgameman.com, and while you're there, you can go into the forums and register, and remember, registration is completely free. Also keep in mind, you can find out a lot more on these products in the forum. And as a final note, if you love watching my video reviews, please help support 3dgameman.com. Until the next time, take care.